Hey everybody, it's Kenny K here, and I'm bringing you a classic from 2001, Jeepers Creepers. A movie that's probably being reviewed to death right now, but I didn't review it yet, and I was thinking I'm gonna do this one and the second one because the first one's the best one. You got about three sequels after this. The second one is okay. The third one, not that good. A lot of CGI. Acting is a little bit hokey, and the last one is apparently a big flop. That's what I heard. I did not see the reviews of that or seen a trailer even. I mean, I know it's about him, the creeper being in a mansion. He only kills like four people. Where we're used to, the creeper is basically this slasher. It's a slasher movie, basically a supernatural slasher movie. He kills like dozens of people, you know. But in that movie, I think the last movie he only kills like four people. And in this movie gets a 6.2, and it's certainly a 6.5. I would give it a 7, even was that Victor Salva did, the director, did those fucked up things with kids. Of course, he was convicted for was it pedophilia or looking at child porn. I'm not sure. He's a sleazebag, but you can't deny it. He made a great movie. That's the only thing you can say what's positive on this guy. He made a really great horror movie with a very interesting killer. Uh, Not a lot of actors, but actors he got. Gina Phillips and Justin Long were absolutely great together. Brother and sister Trish and Dari. And I gotta say, I mean, and then the guy who plays the creeper, Jonathan Brick. I mean, he did a great job. The way he was, his mannerisms, that he was always whispering that song, you know, the Jeepers Creepers, where'd you get those papers? And he's whistling it, and then he's covering up all the bodies, and then he forgets, oh, the head, throws the head in, oops. And I mean, yeah, there, there's something comedic about him. There's something comedic about him, although he's actually not comedic, but there's something about him that I thought was kind of comedic at moments, of course, because the other times he's just horrifying. Now, the movie starts out with Trish and Dari. Dari is his name. I will say Danny, but Dari is his name. They're going to, I guess, their parents' place from college, and they're driving together, and they're constantly having fights. Typical brother sister shit. And they're doing this license plate games. Like make the killer, the creeper has this license plate with numbers and letters, and you combine it, and it says beating you. Like yeah, like using a four as a four. Uh, Things like that. One of those license plate games that I also used to do as a kid. But you see from a distance, you see them on the road, and it's a genius shot. You see them arguing together, and in the back you see some kind of truck coming towards them, faster and faster and faster and faster and faster, until oh shit, he's gonna crash this car. And he does, because he has this like battering ram. It's like a truck, a mini truck with a battering ram. He just batters him. He's going like, and he has this extremely loud honk. is this doot, 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 not doot, doot, but doot, 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 and then like a steam engine almost. And then Derry's doing it like this, pull around, but he doesn't want to do that, and they're like making room for him, but he follows them. He's basically trying to scare them. And later on, we know that the creeper lives on fear. He targets his targets by scaring them, and if they're scared, he can he feeds on their fear. Also, he needs body parts for some reason because he needs to rejuvenate himself. So basically, the entire the creeper is sort of a demon who poses like a human. He wears this duster. He has this cowboy hat on, or a fedora. I'm not sure. It's more of a cowboy hat. He has this long white hair, and you don't really see. I think he wears kind of a red bandana or a shawl around his neck that he can put on his mouth, and you don't really see if it's if it's a creature or not. But at some point you do see. But he poses as a human. Now, apparently the legend was, and you get that exposition, I believe, by this clairvoyant that is calling Trish and Derry Giselle by saying at some point they're in this after they're in this diner after seeing where the creeper stopped. He stopped at this church. Now, for some reason, Derry wants to go and see because he dropped bags with humans in it. It was obvious. Then the creeper goes after them again, but he drives them off the road and just drives away. Then they decide to go and take a look-see. Now, I'll be like, fuck that. I'm not going to go take a look-see of a guy that wants to obviously kill us, and then is obviously dropping bodies in this shaft. Now eventually he goes in, he finds this guy in a bag who's as good as dead, but he's being gutted and sewn shut. So yeah, he's missing entrails, but he's still alive for a few seconds and he dies. Then he has puts this light on, I think like a lighter for cigarettes, and the entire room goes up and you see all these bodies against the walls. You know, they're like I think they are, you know, worked with a sort of a resin or something, like something to preserve them, and they're like sewn together, and you see these and then you see a couple that's being sewn together, and Derry and Trish knows this couple. They disappeared a few months ago when they were on that road, so the creeper got to him. So, and now he wants to get the fuck out of there. He's completely in shock. He's going to a diner. He's they're calling the police, then they get a phone call of Giselle. Giselle says, "Listen, did you see the bodies?" And it's, yeah. Derry's like, yeah. And then she's straight to the point. And then she says, "Did you see the birds?" Yeah. Then, "Did you see the cat lady?" The cat lady? What? "Did you see the cat lady?" She says. "Listen, if you hear the song Jeepers Creepers on the radio, be fast, be gone, because he's in the neighborhood. He's in the he's like, fuck you. He's complete now, all complete, and he's now like, and then this waitress comes to them and says, I think somebody was at your car. What? He goes out, all his clothes are on the ground, and he's saying, what was he doing? He was sniffing your clothes, like he was really putting his head in there. So, fuck, and now he knows my fucking name. And he has his name tag on his clothes, and he's saying, look, nice. He's completely, he's completely freaking out, right? Then these two cops come, these two state troopers, and eventually they bring them to the station, but they get attacked in a cool way. The partner of the cop, the partner of the cop who's sitting next to him, in the passenger seat, is being pulled out, and he's and then the creeper pushes through the car, takes out his head, takes off his head with an axe. He's put through the roof, and then. But for some reason, he's so nubile that he just gets in the car, pushes the body away, and stops the car and in brake. And then they see the creeper coming out, going to the head that's on the pavement of the road, taking the head, and then sniffing it and licking it, and then he takes the tongue out of the guy and is almost ripping the tongue out, but he's just like it's like something flexible, and he pushes it back in. It's pretty creepy. And then you see a piece of his head that he's not really human. I mean, at this point we already know he's kind of inhuman probably, but now I think you can see his face, the scales and things like that. He has these scales. Then they go to the cat lady, hoping to call other cops there, but the cat lady is like, okay, if you must, she's like a hermit, she has like 50 cats, but then something is crawling. She said, at some point she says, and who's your other friend? Who? And you see the creeper standing there. It's so creepy. He's just standing there watching at them like a scarecrow in the middle of this patch of vegetables. And she's going on. She takes a shotgun. If you're not out here in 5 seconds, I'm gonna blow your fucking brains out. 5. She doesn't even count. He's like gone. Then she's, you don't hurt my kitties. He's going through the roof. You hear all these kitties. They're all going out. She's going too. You hear this gun blasting, and then you see her being impaled by the gun. Then at this point, it's this chicken game between Trish and the creeper, and she wants to drive him over, but he jumps over the car. She does it again. He jumps again, but then she does it like she kind of calculates it, and then whoop, immediately she goes back, hits him, and then starts to hit him for like 10 times. You see like then you see it's not a human anymore. It's like a creature. You see this wing coming out of his body, and she's driving over it again, and it's like ashes. He doesn't have blood, it's ashes basically. So they're going to the police station, big police station, 20 cops or so. It's not a deputy station or something like it. And the creep, you see him stopping. He's still alive, but his leg is hanging off, and he's going inside the police station, killing some prisoners, trying to heal again, because by eating them, like eating a leg, like eating an eyeball, he gets a new eye, he gets a new leg. You know what I mean? He rejuvenates by eating those things. So, but he wants Trish and Derry. He wants one of them. So then this epic fight between cops and the creeper become, and then you see this cop, you know, in this hallway looking for something, and other cops are standing there, and you see this cop, the creeper goes like this behind him, and then back, and you see this light. They were shining this light on him, and you see that there's a big hole in his chest, and they're all firing, getting tactical gear like shotguns, AR-15s to get ready. They're smart, they're staying together, but at some point, Giselle also comes to this police station. Okay, Giselle, she's trying to inform them that it's still hunting them, that it wants something from them. And she says it wants to take one of you. And you know who, right? You know who. And then she's looking at the sister, but it ain't the fucking sister. So spoilers. It's the brother, okay? Justin Long, it's him, okay? The creeper wants him. Now the Trish, the sister, saying to the creeper, listen, take me, please take me, I'm so much stronger. She's kind of mentally stronger, yeah, than her brother. Her brother's kind of a wimp at times. He's not composed. And then you see all these cops coming into the room with tactical vests and, like I said, AR-15s and shotguns. And eventually the creeper is thinking, and he's like, and then he sees these flaps like opening, and he's crying like, and then you see it's like sort of a demon, you know. And then he just flies away with Derry, and you see him flying away. You hear the song, the creeper song playing, and then you see Derry's body, and you see that he's completely gutted, holed out. Basically, like his body's, the front of his body is like, again, with some kind of residue. It's preserved, but the eyes are out, and then you see the creeper looking through his hollow eyes, and you see it's Derry's eyes. The creeper now, he apparently wanted his eyes. That was his he wanted Derry's eyes. That's why he hunted him, Trish and Derry. He didn't want Trish, he wanted Derry. And then Trish says to Giselle, you knew all along, why didn't you tell me? I'm just a crazy lady. I'm just a crazy lady. And she goes out. Now, if there's any con to this movie, it's Giselle. Okay, I liked her calling them and doing these foreshadowing and foreboding things that are gonna happen, like with the cat lady, and if you hear Jeepers Creepers. And I believe she gives a little bit of exposition about, I'm not sure if it's right. In the second movie, they give it a little, I think they give a little bit more exposition about that. That every 21 years, it slumbers and comes back for a month to kill for every day on straight, and then goes back to a slumber for plus 20 years or something. And Giselle is kind of the exposition. But then I'm thinking, okay, she's the exposition, she's the connoisseur, right? And then I'm thinking, okay, she knows, she can see the future, but she lies at the end. She knows the creeper wanted Derry, but she lies. And also, why the fuck is she in that police station? She couldn't do jack shit. She couldn't do jack shit. She didn't have any trinkets with her, like voodoo dolls or whatever, to ward off the creeper. I mean, it was obviously some kind of demon, right? She couldn't do that. She didn't have anything to fight him with. I mean, at some point she's in this hallway alone, and the creeper is standing in front of her, and for some reason the creeper is smelling her, but just pushes her away, which is weird because the creeper. Now, of course, the cat lady had a gun. I'm thinking, although she was scared of him, so he should have killed her because she was scared, and everybody who's scared of the creeper he kills. But for some reason he let her go. She was there for nothing, and that's the only con in this movie that I have is she was there for nothing at all. At the end, she was good to give that exposition, those foreboding, foreshadowing calls that this is gonna happen, and it seems it sounds creepy, and this and that. But at the end, when she's there and she doesn't know, she doesn't know what to do. She doesn't know how to save them, how to help them. Why are you there? I mean, right? In any case, this movie is great. It doesn't let you breathe. It's constant tension. It's constant action, tension. It's the creeper is constantly in the neighborhood. When they go back to the creeper's lair, I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Oh my God, I would never do that in a million years. You see this guy that obviously almost wants to kill you on the road, then you see him with body bags, clearly which are body bags, and the guy, the sissy of the two, Dari, wants to go and check it out for some reason. For some reason, he wants to check it out. Trish doesn't. She's the sensible one of the two. No. Oh, that was so stupid. And I was thinking, oh man. But that's how the movie keeps you on the edge of your seat, right? And then the fact that he was there at the diner smelling his clothes, that's already a precursor to the fact that he's interested in him. And maybe he could smell that he was in his lair, because after they went into his lair, the creeper burned down his lair, because they told about the lair, and cops and went to the lair, and it was up in flames, and the fire department was there, and so he basically destroyed all the evidence. And at the end of the movie, he found a new lair in this abandoned silo, abandoned factory, always with that song. But the thing is, apparently you don't need to hear the song Jeepers Creepers if it's just turned on somewhere, because that's stupid. That was the Jeepers Creepers song. If that was playing in the police station, I would get it, right? But apparently it does not need to be played, and you should. Yeah, it's weird. There's something weird about it. It doesn't compute. That was also a little con, that apparently if somebody just plays it somewhere, it will come. If somebody a few miles away plays it, the song, the creeper will come. Not to that person, but to you, to Daria and Trish. So it's weird. It was they should have been playing that song in the police station, Okay. In any case, great movie, great gore, great killer. I mean, the creeper got a figurine out of it. I believe NECA. Great acting, and all around tension all the way through the movie. Like I said, it does not let you breathe for 1 second. It just goes full. The first scene when they're, the brother sister hijinks, that's the easy part of the movie, but then when you see the truck coming, the movie starts and it doesn't let you breathe. It doesn't let you go. It wants you. It wants you to be frightened. It wants you to be on the edge of your seat. It's a great movie with a scummy director, but he did a great job on this movie. That's the only positive we can say. But if you've never seen Jeepers Creepers, take a look. Like my damn video. Subscribe if you didn't. It's free, you know. And comment if you like this one. I'm probably gonna do the second one too, yeah. But the other ones, nah. So, see you later, and have a nice day. Don't play Jeepers Creepers. Where'd you get those peepers?